Yo, what's up, y'all? This is John P, the MC.
I'm Zack Worthy.
I'm Jeremy Elmore.
And this is a very special episode of the Say What You Mean podcast. We interview with the mayor, Mr. Bill Scherer. And we're doing this video kind of as a way of saying thank you. A disclaimer, this is a really fun episode, an informative episode. These guys have been a part of this show for almost, what?
Probably a little over 2 years now.
2 years?
Coming up.
Almost 100 episodes, 2 years.
Yeah, man. So these guys, man, we've been putting in work. We always joked about having the mayor on this show, and we finally had the chance to have him. So tune into this episode. Spread the podcast around. Please subscribe to us. Follow Zack on his social media, Jeremy, myself. We thank y'all for just watching us, man. Shout out to Dakota, Chase, man, for the work that they put in just for y'all could watch us on YouTube, man. Zack has a Dr. Seuss quote for the mayor.
I had one.
You had one?
Yeah, had one. We pulled it off.
Jeremy came with the drip on.
Shout out my jeweler.
And that earring is fire, man.
Is jeweler Amazon.com?
Yeah, man. Thank y'all, man. Tune in for the special episode with the mayor, man. Episode 172. Peace.
Peace.
This your first podcast?
Yeah. First time for everything.
You been on other podcasts.
No, I'm honest to goodness, my first podcast.
Really?
I've had plenty of invites, but it took hiring a communications director to really get one lined up. Yeah.
So you ever thought about starting your own podcast?
I'm going to lean on her.
Oh, Christian.
I'm going to defer.
She's been on the show. We told her she has the radio voice. So.
Yeah.
And we already see she's already keeping him like kind of in line.
I know.
She does keep me in check. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, because I had to make sure I had the right questions for you and all that.
Yeah.
So I had to learn how to do this. Having someone of your stature on the show is big for us.
You know what? I wouldn't even think about stature. Look, I'm just a kid that grew up in this town. I'm no different than anybody in this room.
That's what I've always respected about you. Because when I first met you, I saw you at Nemisilla Park.
Yeah.
And when I seen you there, I was like, man, I never met a politician, let alone the mayor. But to see you at Nemo, that was really cool.
My big, and we're going to talk about this, I'm going to be huge on neighborhoods, huge on residents and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, it's not going to be the feds, it's not going to be the state. Who's going to take care of us? We are.
Yeah.
So, and we got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, man, I love that. I love to see people really care about the city, because Canton is dear to my heart.
Yeah.
Obviously dear to everyone else, but to be an artist from the city and then see someone actually care about it, it really means a lot. So to see like these visions and ideas that you have for the city, it's really great.
No, it's pretty cool. I mean, when I decided it was a big deal, a lot of people came up to me and wanted me to run for this, and I had to make sure my wife was good with it. Make sure she doesn't get a divorce attorney. But no, it's just everything that I campaigned on is in place right now. And it's going to take a little bit of time. I mean, the focus for a long time has been like the Hall of Fame Village. Mm-hmm. Now, I want to see them be successful, but they are going to have to make it on their own.
Yeah.
But there has to be a return benefit coming back that's going to benefit the residents of the city, and that just has not been the case. And we're going a completely different direction.
That's been something I've even wondered about, because when you see it so many years, you wonder like what's next with it. It's been a lot of questions. People ask us about it, like what's going on with the Hall of Fame Village and things like that. It's just we really don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm confident somebody's going to buy it and finish it. Mm-hmm. But it's unfortunate somebody's probably going to buy it for pennies on the dollar. Mm-hmm. And the shareholders are probably going to lose because of that, because they're going to they need to go public, or they need to be private.
Yeah.
Instead of a public traded company.
What are you looking forward to? Would you got in the pool?
What's that?
Would you have gotten into the pool?
You know what? I don't have a problem with that. My biggest gripe is, could any kids that live in the city of Canton afford to go there? Right.
I respect that.
I mean, is it affordable? I mean, look, tourism is a big thing, and maybe we might be a tourist destination someday. But we want to make sure there's stuff for our kids.
100%.
I mean, can we afford to lose another community center in this town? No, we can't. I mean, when I grew up, you had the Jewish Center, you had the Northeast Community Center, and we're fortunate, and I'm not saying I don't count the Y, but when you really break it down, we really only got two community centers left in the city, and that's the J. Babe Sturge Center, the Boys Club, and the Southeast.
Yeah.
And we just need to protect the assets that we have.
And those community centers, being born and raised here, they mean so much to the people that go to them, and they're just a part of the city. You know, the Southeast Community Center, my dad was playing basketball there.
Oh, yeah.
I remember going there and just feeling a part of the community. I love to see that it's still there. Do you see more community centers being built in the city of Canton?
I would like to see that. We have a great relationship and collaboration with Kansas City Schools. You know, they just added on the Crenshaw over there, and you know they got the new athletic center
Nice.
at the old Timken campus and stuff like that. There could be a possibility. I mean, but you know, it's just right now, you know, there's so many priorities that need to be addressed in the city of Canton. It's just which one do you tackle first?
Yeah.
Do you tackle homelessness, food deserts? How many neighborhoods don't even have a pharmacy? You know, quality of life issues. I mean, it's easy to provide those basic services like clean water, making sure everybody gets their trash picked up once a week and stuff like that, and make sure the streets are plowed in the wintertime. And there's a lot of challenges, and it's going to take just more than us. I mean, when you talk about public-private partnerships, it's just that way. It's just not all on the city of Canton to be able to work with developers and stuff like that. So,
Well, let me ask you a fun question about
Yeah.
being the mayor.
all right.
Are there any perks being the mayor? Like, you get like free parking in some places?
You know what? They asked me if I wanted a car, and I told them I don't need Channel 19 or Fox following me around town. I said I'm good. I'll drive my own car.
You ain't want them seeing you in the
You know
Ferrari?
what? You know, I'll tell you this. I mean, my old job, I graduated from McKinley in '88, and I got into the ironworkers apprenticeship. And when you think about it, not every kid's going to go to college or go in the military. And there's still a lot of great opportunities. And, you know, my father and my grandfather that I never met were involved in the Ironworkers Union, actually a block up the street
Yep.
behind St. John's. And, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. As far as the perks, I mean, this is probably the most demanding job that I've ever had in my life. And I have no regrets at all. It's just, but I know that I can't do this by myself.